Today's show is sponsored by the ABV Barrel Shop. The ABV Barrel Shop is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri, and is the world's first single barrel only liquor store. This business is owned and operated by Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to sign up for their email and text distribution list. That way you'll know what they have in stock, what classes are coming up, and what barrel picks they have in the works. We are also sponsored by The Bar to Go. The Bar to Go offers a fully customizable carrying case that allows you to take your favorite distilled spirits or cocktail ingredients with you. Whether you're looking for yourself, a customized gift, or logo items for your business or event, The Bar to Go can help. Check them out at thebar2go.com. Use the number 2 when you type out The Bar to Go. Did you know Neely Family Distillery now ships its popular distilled spirits directly to you? To order, simply call 859-394-3258. Tell them the ABV Network sent you. And now, on to the show.
Let's drink!
Welcome to the Bourbon Daily, the podcast about everything bourbon delivered to you every day of the week. Today on the show, we're mailing it in for the first day back from vacation. My name is Miss Beka Sue. Please join me in welcoming my co-host, Steve Akeley, along with our special guests, Demetrius Kane, Andrea Holak, and Wes Harden.
Hey, gang, what's up?
Howdy.
Hey, hello.
Hey. Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you had a nice, restful vacation, enjoyed a good Christmas. Wes, what was your favorite Christmas gift this year?
Ironically, I received a coloring book of dicks. But it was not my favorite one for sure.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Yeah. There you go.
It was weird.
Yeah, well, all right, but we'll have some fun. We're just mailing it in today, just as you do. Think about if you've ever had a corporate job or something like that, you had to go back into the office the day after. You end up just talking to everyone, sharing stories. What did you do? And next thing you know, the day's gone, and that's kind of what we're doing today. We're just chatting. So we'll get to some exciting topics in a few. Wes said there's something he wanted to talk about first. So what is that, Wes?
Yeah, so we are in the last week of the year, and one of the kind of weird, I don't know, I'm sure it happens all the time, and every year that goes by with more social media and more visibility everywhere and more people with cameras and video and everything, I think there are things that have always happened kind of come to light more. But one trend specifically this year I thought was way off the charts, specifically in the US. You always hear about it in like Africa and South America and India and places like that. But here this year, there were a crazy amount, specifically in Florida, but also on the coast, of like just in general animal attacks on people. So like there was a crazy amount of shark attacks. Florida had like an unbelievably large amount of like alligator attacks, dragging people in lakes. You had bears and cougars out west. So I'm sure there's a cool scientific reason for all of this, which I don't really care about. What I'm interested in is everyone's personal opinion of why this is happening.
Why? I think they've had enough. I think the animals are they're like, fuck it, let's go after them. We've tried to live in harmony. Nerds. We tried to live in harmony and just do our thing, and then they just keep doing this shit. Fuck it, but we're going after. We're going to be tactical. Lure them in, get them down by the edge of the lake. I'll take care of them. Says the alligator.
The problem is that we have cell phones, and people are trying to get that cool TikTok video. And so they're getting closer to animals than they should be. And in the past, they're like, oh, like, I don't have any physical proof to show anyone I was even close to this thing, so I'm going to fucking run. Now they're like, oh, shit, but like, what if I got a really cool video of me, like, walking up to this moose and feeding him? Uh-huh. No, you probably shouldn't fucking do that because a moose is going to stomp your goddamn brains out. Same with the fucking bison in Yellowstone. Guess what? The bison are wild animals, and they're going to gore you in the gut and kill you. This is why people die in Yellowstone every fucking year, and it happens more and more all the time because people are like, oh, I bet I could fucking pet this and I'll get 1 million views on fucking TikTok and I'll be famous. No, you're going to be famous for being fucking dead and an idiot. So don't get close to animals.
Are you passionate about this?
Yeah, because people are fucking stupid. God, they're so stupid.
I think personally, if I had to land any element on this, I think it's the selfie sticks, because every time I see somebody with one of those, I get violent. If I was in nature and I was a bear, if I was in nature and I saw a dude walking around or some chick walking around with a selfie stick, I would get like every time I see one, I just want to walk over and just snap it and just look them dead in the eyes.
Yeah, like a bear's like, I'm just over here trying to eat berries. Why are you fucking with me?
Yeah,
I'm going to charge your ass.
Maybe the selfie stick is it's attracting in the animals because they're also getting violently pissed off, like me.
Yeah.
Apparently, if I was a fucking bear, I'd eat your goddamn brains out too.
Steve, I want to use this episode as being vindicated for the last 3 or 4 years. I've been at the forefront of the whole like selfie videos, selfie stick, all of that stuff being absolutely self-serving and fucking stupid. And the animals agree with me.
They're on your side,
Well,
Wes.
the animals
on my
are
side.
wild animals, Wes.
Do you think
Yes.
the animals will take over, but they'll elect Wes as like their
Yes,
their
yes.
king?
You ever seen Planet of the
No.
Apes?
There's
Yeah.
no
Yeah, I'm
way
like that-
that
I'm
they
like
would.
that
Wes
ape.
is
I'm
their
the one-
king.
Wes.
I'm the
Wes
king.
is their guy.
If
He's
they
their
got
guy.
T-shirts, it would say Wes is king.
Yeah, Wes
There's
is
no
king.
way.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I see it now.
Animals love Wes.
Animals love me.
Walking in with like
Yeah.
a
Animals love
XL.
Yeah.
Wes
Hey.
is king.
I've never
Like
been attacked
Wes.
by an animal. I'm just telling you.
I
Fact.
I pick up a lot of wild animals.
Yeah,
I just
see?
go and I pick up
You're the
wild
person
animals.
that's approaching them?
Becca and I will be the king,
What are you
and
saying?
I
we'll be the
pick them
czars of the
up
new world.
because
Yeah.
if they are injured, and I assist them, and I
Maybe
will.
everybody thinks they're
But I
injured.
also like get appropriate things to touch wild animals because I've been dealing with wild animals a lot, and so like I have gloves. I'm not going to approach a fucking bear because I'm not
Right.
actually
Why
an
not? Why
idiot.
not? No.
But I pick up a lot of just like random animals. Royce always thinks I'm insane because I'm like.
Didn't you
picking
pick up some big
spiders.
woodpecker or something? I know you're not supposed to pick up woodpeckers.
Well, he had ran into our window, and I needed to make sure that he was okay, and he didn't need actual medical attention because he was just like laying
Medical
there.
attention. He needs an IV. Yeah.
He might have. I
But isn't
picked
that
him
like
up.
natural selection? That's how I feel about animal attacks. I'm like, it's natural selection. So if
Yeah,
an animal runs
I
into the
agree.
window-
And like, I'm not going to walk up to animals that are obviously going to attack me.
Right.
But I'm going to pick up a woodpecker that ran into my window. I'm going to go make sure he's okay. And
You're not going to get down beside an alligator.
and I'm not going to be like, hey, let's get a 6 shot, bro. No, I'm going to get my fucking brains ate out of my head if I do that.
Right.
So I'm not
Right.
doing that.
But
But
if you had a
people are
selfie
just
stick, you
stupid.
could get it closer to the alligator.
I think
I
this
should
is finally
invest in a selfie stick.
this is finally the topic that's traumatized Andrea. I think she's pretty quiet there.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think they're all too hot and they're just like hot and hungry and over our bullshit. Like they're just
All
done
right.
with us.
They're finished. They're done.
Oh, they're
Yeah.
done.
Enough.
Global
Except for me,
warming's
they
caught
won't.
up.
They won't attack me.
It's done.
They will attack me.
All of us will be dead, but Wes, I'm sure.
Lone survivor.
Oh.
I just want to see a big old bear wearing a shirt that says "Elect Wes."
Wes and
Wes-
Smokey,
West for
2024.
president 2024.
Yeah. Yeah. I wonder why. They just
Out
love
there
Wes.
mauling some like
Yep.
teenager with a selfie stick. It's like
Wes,
"Elect
Wes and Smokey, 2024. I like it.
Yeah. Wes.
I spent my Thanksgiving with a live squirrel in my house.
There you go.
Why?
on
Why
purpose."
didn't you catch him?
So my brother rescued him from
Oh,
the top of
he
his
wasn't
swimming pool,
Running around.
and then he did CPR on him, and then he
Oh,
brought him
God.
to my house in a bucket. And so we had a live squirrel in my house on Thanksgiving. And then
Has
he
your
didn't
brother
want to
been
release him at my house because it's too far away from his original house. So we had to live with the squirrel for 3 days in my
No.
house. And then
Did you try to get a selfie with him?
no,
Okay.
because I was afraid he was going to escape. But my brother,
Yeah,
God bless
see.
him, he brought little like pecans and a little nutcracker, and he cracked nuts for him every day. It was like the cutest thing. But I was like, "There's a live squirrel in my
Wow.
house." It's definitely cousin Eddie. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Was it
say.
like a country squirrel? Or was it a city
yes,
squirrel?
it was like
Country
a
city squirrel.
He had a
it
suit
was a
on.
small
was a
town squirrel.
Well, so see, if it's a town, you can eat squirrels.
Wow. Who would
Well,
want
and
to?
knowing
but
my
yeah.
brother, I wasn't sure if he brought it to save it or to eat it, so we weren't quite
Oh
sure.
God.
Yeah.
Have you never had squirrel gravy?
Oh,
No.
I can send out a recipe.
I've had fried squirrels. Actually, good.
Yeah, fried squirrels actually
Fried
pretty decent.
They're like rats with better tails, is all they are.
Tastes like
Yeah.
chicken.
Oh, no, horrible.
Sometime I'll bring it into the shop. I'll just swing you by some
There you go.
biscuits and gravy. You won't even know. Just
So yeah, I'm interested to see if animals keep up their battle back at humans.
They
in
will,
2030.
because humans are not going to stop being stupid.
no.
I
Interesting.
think you're right.
Interesting.
So that's the main thing. The only animal attack story I've seen that wasn't it was, I don't want to say it was funny, but there's a little I think she's like a 10-year-old girl down in Florida. She got bit by a shark, and they interviewed her in the hospital. She's gonna be fine, but she's like, yeah, I was just swimming and then this thing just like comes up, and I'm like, ow, that hurts. And so I'm like just punching him, and I'm like, go away.
Was it McNew?
You would
Like,
think so.
go
She's
away.
like 10-year-old girl, and she
Stop
goes,
fighting me.
She gets
Ow.
out and she goes, well, I couldn't act really upset because I didn't want my brother to be sad. So I just, I made sure, because she has like a little brother who's 6, and she didn't want him to be stressed out that she was hurt.
Like, no.
That's what she was. It was like
As
Mickey got
if.
bit by a shark.
I'm not chicken nuggets.
All right. Well, guess what, gang? It is time to drink. What is everyone drinking? Let's start with Wes. Wes, what do you got?
All right, no cork pop. I'm still going through some old dusty bottles and samples. This is a 1970s Kentucky Gentleman.
Okay. Demetri, what do you got?
well, what would be a show without drinking a little bit of my own stuff? So I
know.
Planter's whiskey.
Oh,
And we'll probably
whiskey. Never mind.
Still lose the cork pop, and I must have missed the joke because
Okay. All right. You'll catch it on the playback. All right, Andrea.
So I have in the Christmas spirit, I have the Red Line Elements, which tastes like everything Christmas. So
Oh, that's good. That's good. Solid. All right, Beka, what do you got?
I've got another sample here of some of our stuff. So just a twist off.
Cream of Kentucky, 11.5. 11.5. Can't, there you go. Cream of Kentucky, 11.5.
Ooh,
Basie.
nice.
Basic.
nice.
Nice base, but I think Andrea's still got it there. So
what does
She wins again.
11.5 mean?
11 and a half years. 11 and a half
Okay.
years. Cheers.
Cheers. It's
Cheers.
11.5 proof.
All right. We'll take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're just mailing it in. Day after coming back from Christmas vacation. We'll do that in just a few. Let's talk about the people who make these shows happen. First up is the ABV Barrel Shop. It is the most unique shopping experience in the world of bourbon, as the ABV Barrel Shop only sells single barrels. Owners Steve Akeley and Jim Fosnot select. With over 100 distilleries on board to sell us barrels, we are home to the most unique and diverse barrel pick selections in the bourbon world. By signing up for our email, you will always know what we have in stock. In addition to the single barrels, we'll have a gift shop featuring ABV Barrel Shop as well as ABV Network merchandise. We are partnering with vendors like Art Eatables and Old Man Bay Signs to bring you unique items you can't find anywhere else. We will also have a 24-seat classroom where we are offering educational and fun classes like Breakfast and Bourbon, a series where we pair donuts and bourbon, customer barrel picks, and opportunities to learn from master distillers and other bourbon dignitaries. Best of all, we feature a tasting bar where you can try before you buy. All of this is located in the St. Louis metro community of Arnold, Missouri. If you are in the St. Louis area, please stop by to say hi. If you're traveling in from outside the area, please take advantage of our hotel rates with the Drury Inn and Pear Tree Inn, less than a mile from our shop. This can be done via the links in our Visit St. Louis section on our website. Head over to abvbarrelshop.com to plan your trip. The ABV Barrel Shop. It's where single barrels live. Hi, this is Steve Akeley, owner of the ABV Network. We're sponsored by the Stave and Thief Society. This is where you, a bourbon enthusiast, can expand your knowledge and emerge a bourbon steward. In 2017, I completed my Executive Bourbon Steward certification. It's the most comprehensive bourbon certification program available and connects you with an expansive network of bourbon enthusiasts and professionals. Check out the full listing of in-person and online certifications and join the society today by enrolling at staveandthief.com. Okay, let's talk about the Neely family distillery. In 2018, I met Royce Neely at an industry event. He started appearing on our shows, and we became friends during my frequent trips to Kentucky. Today, he is amongst the leaders of young distillers leaving their mark on the bourbon industry. A visit to Neely Family Distillery yields insight on their unique family history, why their products are special, and gives you the opportunity to taste their whiskey, moonshine, and creams. Check them out at NeelyFamilyDistillery.com or visit them in Sparta, Kentucky.
Saying Bourbon Daily?
Yeah.
Okay, you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
No, your name first.
My name.
Yeah.
Hi, this is Jason Souter,
And
and you're listening to the Bourbon Daily.
perfect.
Welcome back to the Bourbon Daily. We're mailing it in today for, is it Boxing Day?
It is Boxing Day today.
It's Boxing Day. This is a
Happy
big day over
Boxing Day.
Yeah, happy
Our
Boxing Day.
Canadians, yes.
I don't actually know what that means.
The great thing is, ask a Canadian because they have no
Yeah.
fucking clue either.
Yeah.
Well, they're like, it's
Becca, it's from
Yeah.
Canada, which means it's stupid. That's all you need to know.
there. You go. There's no way to. We
That is not the views seen by the
You're
Bourbon
right.
Daily. This
Yeah.
is just a view seen by Wes.
We were
Harmon.
bonding with them, and then Wes just throws that out there. Yeah, it was great. Great job. So, well,
Hey, it's a mailing it in day, so
it is mailing it in, so he can write it off as that. Hey, so we've got a professional poker player that's now been hanging out in the store, and this is a woman, and that's what she does. And I tell her, I play poker, and she wants to start getting invited to my games. No fucking way. If you
No,
tell
let
me
her- let her
I
in.
play and I'm not worth a shit, yeah, come on, you can play in my game. Yeah, have fun.
let her
yeah.
in, Steve.
Yeah.
Let her in,
Yeah.
Steve.
Okay.
You don't
I'll
want to
play.
just lose?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you're going to lose.
Well, just cheat.
You know what? Here's the way I see it. It would give you a quick indicator on everyone who plays poker thinks they're a really good poker player.
Right.
Some are, some aren't, some are in between, but everyone thinks they are, whether they are or are not. But that would be
She plays in the World Series of Poker.
That would be
she's
a good
never won or
litmus.
anything. She her best ever was cracking top 60, but that's huge actually. I mean, top
Right.
60 World Series of Poker is actually pretty big. But
I would just
Here's what you'll find out in that game. Here's what you'll find out in that game, I think,
Okay.
is she's used to poker's a lot like volleyball. There's two ways to play volleyball. There's the structured, like call the rules. You can't touch the net. You can't scoop the ball. You can't,
Right.
use your hands, and you can't hand pass and all that. Or there's everybody's at the lake and everybody's just doing whatever the hell they want to. When the structured volleyball players play in those like lakeside backyard games, they're not worth a shit. They can't get around the fact that people don't play by every single rule and everything's not called. And I think poker players to a degree could be the same thing, because she's used to playing with people that
oh yeah,
she gets like this home players don't play a normal pattern. So like you and I both know, we play with a lot of different
Right.
people. You get in
Yeah.
people that are like,
well that's like you
She-
watch
she
the
wants
World
to
Series of
bluff.
Poker. Yeah.
right, she wants to bluff somebody who's got top two pair, and she's bluffing, suggesting she's got something higher. And you and I both know there's like a lot of old school players, they're not folding two pair to whatever, to anything, even though they may or may not. Like, I think she would have a problem with home players because they don't play a certain way. They're unorthodox, I guess would be the best way.
The
to say it.
unorthodox nature, yes. So that's like when you watch the World Series of Poker and that Phil Hellmuth guy yells
Oh,
at
yeah.
people. He's yelling at them because they're not following the strategy
That's
he thinks
exactly
that professional poker should play. And you're going to get a lot of that in a very amateur game. You're going to
It's
get a lot of just
yes.
why would you even do that? That makes no sense, and that definitely throws them off. Every move they're making has some sort of reason behind it, and the people that you're playing with in an amateur game, there might be no reasoning at all. They're just
Yeah.
there to have fun, and they probably thinking they're going to lose, and so they're just doing whatever the hell they want. So
It's the same reason I don't play blackjack at the casino, because people get so bent out of shape when you hit when they think you're not supposed to, or vice versa.
Right.
And it's like, I'm playing my game, fucktard, leave me alone. Like they people will like get mad and want you thrown off the table, and like, so I don't deal with it. I'm just like, whatever.
hmm
Yeah, invite her over, and you guys may take her for a bunch of money.
we might be able to do that. Yes.
Yeah, just tell her house rules.
House rules. Yeah.
But it's you just cheating the whole time.
Hey,
My
just tell her they
normal-
call you a colonel for a reason.
My normal game, we play pretty sloppy. It's we don't necessarily always follow the rules. If someone's going to get hit, also they'll just throw in. You don't follow how it's supposed to, the natural progression and shit. So yeah, that kind of shit could just really throw her off too. She's yelling at us, screaming. Well,
And tell her there's like a 12 drink minimum before you start.
yeah, there you go. That could be an equalizer as well.
Blackout poker, but
Yeah.
everyone is blacked out.
Okay, yeah, that could be good.
That would be the time the guy would show up to throw the thing in the pool.
Exactly.
That first thing he shows up for.
Yeah. That's key. So we'll have to get her. We'll have to get her in a game, maybe. And she loves whiskey and stuff, so we'll have to get her to Kentucky. Maybe she can get in our Bronner game.
Yes, we need to do a Bronner game anyway.
I know. Bronner calls me about that like once a week. When are we playing? I have a hard time. My schedule's rough these days, so it's not good. I know, but yeah, I want to play because I like that game. I like going to Kentucky, and we always had fun for sure.
Absolutely.
Not free anymore, Steve. You're locked down to a store.
I'm locked down to a store. Yeah. Wow, it's not easy. Huh? So we'll see. I'm
Who's
working
going to
on
run the store while you're in Key West?
it. Jim, he doesn't get to go.
Jim doesn't get to go?
No, he's not going.
Short straw.
Well, short straw. He doesn't get to go.
Wow.
Yeah, no Jim.
No Jim or Heidi?
No Jim or Heidi. No. Neither one gets to go. Oh yeah, there'll be tremendous FOMO going on, especially from Heidi. Jim is fine. What the hell? He doesn't give a fuck. He'll just stay at home and work at the store. Heidi will be freaking out, I'm sure. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh no. Hey, so has Jim still been listening to every episode of the Bourbon Daily?
No. I think working with me on a daily basis kind of ruins the mystery and the allure of hanging out with Steve Akeley all day. And you decide you don't want that in your spare time listening to Steve. Will you go into your office and close the door and you shut Steve out is what you want to do when you work with him side by side every day.
Honestly, thank God. I didn't want Jim to re-listen to all those shows.
Right. He didn't make it to you. He didn't make it to when you
That was the
entered the
last
picture.
thing I ever
so-
fucking wanted was Jim to listen to every single show and be like, well, back in
Because he was taking notes. He was
January
working on
26th of 2018,
You
I
said-
see that Miss Beka Sue said this bullshit, and now she claims this.
Right.
Jim, fuck off. That's what I'm expecting. I'm sorry I'm already telling Jim to fuck himself, but
Yeah.
I'm happy Jim has ceased and desist
Yeah.
from listening to all the shows because I was nervous because I didn't want everyone to find some of those shows that
They're still buried now. It's good news for you.
They've been
Good
forgotten
news for
about. Some of those shows have been forgotten about. That's fantastic. You're like, you know what? I'm not really sure where that show is. And I'm like, let's fucking keep it that way.
Yeah.
And now I'm going back. I'm very.
You're going to go back and do it? Yeah.
Go back and find them all.
Don't.
quick
Take notes.
and
Take
send them
notes.
to Jim, so Jim
Yeah.
can bring it up next time.
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Do not do that.
Yeah. It's hard to believe I'm not as pleasant as I seem on the air, but it's amazing.
Yeah.
People can get mad at me. It's
I
amazing.
know that. No, that's hilarious. Everyone thinks, I'm sure that everyone walks in and they're like, Steve seems like such a pleasant guy. He seems like such a fucking bitch. Guess what, Steve? You and I both look like that. Because apparently people come in and ask Steve, so is she actually just horrendous?
They hear
And he
you yell at
says
people.
yes.
Because they like hearing you yell at people though. So yeah. They like Beka yelling. Beka yelling is good. That's good for
Tell my
business.
husband that.
Becca's she's a good heel for the network, like old school wrestling.
Yeah. People.
She's a good heel.
Yeah. When she's chewing someone out, who's the last one she chewed out?
I yelled at Turner Wathen.
Oh yeah, that show we had people coming in. There's like 4 people came in the store and loved that episode where she chewed Turner Wathen, and you lit into him. I can't remember what the hell was he pissed about.
He was fucking talking about cork pops.
Oh yeah, because
He was like,
the whole thing was.
Being a
cheating.
little whiny fucking baby about, you guys clearly just set it up so you win yourselves. How, Turner? What are we doing? I'm sitting in a massive fucking open area with no fucking, no furniture in here. Yeah. It's a fantastic sound studio I've got set up here.
And his cork pops are
Great
terrible.
for cork pops, Turner.
Yeah. It's because his wife won't let him buy new bottles. He doesn't have any, and he uses all these old ragged bottles that he's opened 1,000 times. And he doesn't get any good
I don't
cork
know why
pops, so
this
they
just
get
flashed
mad.
in my head, but you know, in like A Christmas Story, when Ralphie's like in the sad, depressive states, like that's Turner Wathen.
Yeah.
He's like, all I have is this poor sample bottle I can't pop open anymore. Oh, poor Turner. Oh, poor Turner. Yeah, Turner, just buy some fucking bottles.
Yeah. Yeah.
You literally own a fucking alcohol brand.
Right.
Steal some boxes, dude.
Yeah. He should. He should steal from himself. He has a
Steal
business
from
partner, so
yourself.
he's still coming out a little bit ahead. I mean, he's stealing some from himself, but other from Jordan. So.
Lenny's winning some now, so I think that Turner needs to get the fuck over it.
I love Lenny. Speaking of that, the funny thing about Lenny, you listen to those shows, he claims, because for years he claims that we all talked over his cork pops. And now for some reason he's figured out how to do a cork pop, or he got his microphone settings right finally. And now he's like, well, yeah, because you guys aren't talking over me.
Wow.
Oh yeah. Yeah, like we've talked over him for 5
Half
years.
the fun is talking over someone's cork pop
Yeah. Well,
and ruining it.
It's not bad. It's not bad. Sometimes.
Now
But
that
of
I know
course,
people are
we-
concerned about cheating in cork pop, I'm going to record the most epic cork pop ever, and then I'm just going to play it.
Tim Swyatt will call you out. We'll,
Oh, yeah.
we'll have a
He'll figure
Facebook
it out.
post. Yeah,
Wait
we'll have
till-
a Facebook post 16 paragraphs long.
Right.
I reviewed the decibels on this, and there's absolutely no way where this could have possibly been
Yep.
physically acceptable, and that could not have happened ever.
There was a 2-second pause between his statement and his cough, and that would have been when he clicked on the audio.
I know.
So that means that the next show that I'm doing with Tim, I am definitely going to do that.
He's
So
like
be
the Marvin
prepared.
Martian of the.
Be prepared. I will totally do that. Just like the loudest cork pop ever. It's going to sound like
Just
a
a cannon.
freaking cannon.
Just a
I'm just going to
cannon.
tap the microphone really hard.
Just sit outside and just literally shoot a gun.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, just get one of those little popper things that shoot the confetti. That'd be
Oh,
perfect.
there you go.
yeah, I'll win that one. I just want to see that face.
They're hell to clean up, but you win cork pops. So.
It's a great idea.
They're hell to clean up.
What you're saying is,
They are.
what was it? The guy that was complaining about it
Turner.
right now.
Turner.
He's like, when he listens to this episode, he's going to be like furiously taking notes. I don't have to buy bottles. I need to buy.
No,
Party
Turner's too lazy to take notes. He won't take notes.
He won't take notes. He's too
He'll
he
lazy.
just sit there
he-
and go,
he'll just
God
bitch.
damn it, motherfuckers, they're fucking talking shit.
Why would you talk about me? Come on. Yeah,
Because Turner, you make it easy on us.
he does. He does.
He does. It's just how it is.
Andrea, who do you want to talk bad about?
Yeah. Andrew, is there anybody you want to rip on?
Anybody
All
else?
of you
Christmas
guys, but you're
spirit.
here.
Oh,
Oh,
No, I'm the nice one. I don't know.
that doesn't last long around here.
I don't
Right.
have anyone to talk bad about.
At one
Oh.
time, Beka was the nice one, believe it or not.
I've never been the nice one, Wes.
when has Becca been the nice one?
She's
Never
always been
on the
nice
show.
to me. She's been nice to me.
I'm nice to you in person, Wes.
No, that's true. That's true.
That's true. You're nice.
I
in
am
person.
a very nice person in person.
But
I am
on the
not a
shows.
nice
No,
person.
that's,
like
that's,
you're-
why, that's why I said she's the perfect wrestling
Yeah.
heel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, remember when she used to just throttle Bo on shows? Oh yeah. God damn, that was great. Bo
Especially
couldn't stand her. Bo couldn't stand her. It
When he
was
didn't
so-
understand the rules of a game.
Yeah, yeah.
Bo, I think, still hated me up until I moved to Kentucky and he actually met me and was like, oh, she's actually very nice.
Oh, now he's a huge fan. He talks about
Yeah,
you.
me and-
when
me
we
and
were
Bo,
on- yeah, when we're working
we're
on movies and
fantastic.
shit.
I love
yeah,
Bo.
Yeah.
He messages me all the time. He's like, hell yeah, let's film some stuff. Let's do some pictures. Let's do it. But prior to me living in Kentucky, Bo definitely was not a fan.
well, yeah, you.
Which
yelled at
I
him.
understand because
just
all
yelled
I
at him.
did was absolutely attack Bo every single time he's on every show I was ever on.
Yeah,
I attacked the shit out of Bo.
that was good for him though. He grew from that.
I'm here for character development.
Yeah, yeah. I think it worked.
Yeah, that's my purpose.
On that note, we'll wrap this one up. It's almost like part 2 is coming on New Year's Eve. So this is part 1
great.
of 2. Yeah, we'll continue on New Year's Eve. We'll have a couple shows in between then, but yeah. So we'll be mailing it in for that day too. So on this note, we'll wrap this one up. Andrea, we'll talk to you. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at Red Tumbleweed.
All right, Demetri.
Demetri Kane on Instagram and Facebook, or at Nobletons on Instagram and Facebook.
All right, Wes.
You can find me on Instagram at Bourbon_Wes. You can find me on Twitter at Bourbon Wes, one word.
Miss Beka Sue.
You can find me on Twitter and on Instagram at Miss Beka Sue, 1K, no Z's.
For me, I'm an easy guy to find. I'm at Steve Akeley on Twitter, Instagram, or Facebook. I've got a website, steveakeley.com. We've also got a company website. That thing's abvnetwork.com. Please check it out. Everything that we do is out there. We've got a backlog of well over 3,000 shows. So if you're maybe going on a road trip, check it out. See how many you can listen to with Beka yelling at people. Or if you want a project.
1,000.
Well, yeah.
She's yelling at people.
Yeah, yelling at people, or go back and just keep notes. If you listen to an old show with Beka, keep notes on it and then send those notes to me so I can catalog Beka's activities in the past. Apparently she wants those to be forgotten. So, Miss Beka Sue, anything else to say before we get out of here?
Yeah, fuck you, Steve. I would also like to I'd also like to remind the audience to please give us a 5-star review that includes comments. It helps new people find the show, which is very important to us. If you like what we're doing, we ask you please visit our Patreon page at patreon.com/the ABV Network.
Great job today, gang. For audience, we'll have a brand new show for you tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Until then, take care, everybody. See ya.
Bye.
Outro.
Bye.
Peace. Before we finish the show, let's talk about some great companies that support the ABV network. First up is Moonshine Still Pro. Moonshine Still Pro has a full line of products to help the home distiller. Whether you want to experiment on the stove in your kitchen or you're looking for a bigger setup in your backyard, owner Russell Creed and his team can help. They have multiple still offerings, accessories, and even grain from their partners at Goldstone Mill to assist you in making whiskey on par with your favorite distillery. They can also help you with some fabricated parts you probably can't make yourself if you are attempting a DIY still project. Learn more or order your still or parts at moonshinestillpro.com. Another friend of ours is the Goldstein family at Goldstone Mill. The Goldsteins offer a variety of heritage and heirloom grains to make the finest whiskeys in the world. Plus, they are more than just a grain company. They are truly consultants to make sure the grains they are providing to you or your business meet your highest expectations. Additionally, they work with mills around the country, ensuring shipping is as low as possible for their customers. If you're a distillery, brewery, or even doing this at home, Goldstone can assist you. Check them out at goldstonemill.com, call them at 217-254-6613, or check in via email at hello@goldstonemill.com. Last but not least is the ABV Barrel Shop. While we don't get to play in the allocated bourbon game because we aren't selling the other products you have to do to get those, we do have access via our friendships in the bourbon industry to some really cool stuff. Have you ever seen your favorite craft distiller selling some really cool limited offerings only in their gift shop? I'm talking things like the Hazmat offering Distillery 291 did for their 10th anniversary, or Neely Family Distillery's Papaw's birthday barrel. They don't have enough of it to send it out to distributors, so they only sell it via their gift shop. Well, companies like Distillery 291 and Neely Family Distillery have agreed to sell us 2 or 3 cases of these offerings moving forward, meaning our store will have the access to some of the rarest whiskeys in the world. Way more difficult to come by than the allocated bourbon offerings with a national release. Yes, they will be extremely tough to come by, but if you're a customer of our store, you'll have a chance to get them. Get signed up for our email or text list over at abvbarrelshop.com so you don't miss out.
The Bourbon Daily is part of the ABV Network. For more information or to become a sponsor, please visit abvnetwork.com. Thanks for listening and cheers.
This has been a Steve Akeley production.